Hello, 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 everybody. How's it going today? Welcome to the Kathie J Show. I'm your host, Kathie J. I'm so happy to see you guys. Thanks for hanging out with us this half hour. I say it every day, but it's truly a joy to get to spend time with you. So thank you very much. So everybody out there who's been subscribing to the YouTube channel, Kathie J, who's been going to the website, KathieJShow.com, and who's been interacting with us on social media, thank you so much, because I love hearing all your comments and all of the tips that you're giving me for shows that you want to see. I love hearing that. So keep them coming, everybody. So today is all about not letting anything hold you back, going after what you want in life, and trying to make sure that it's inclusive for everybody. My guest today truly embodies all of that. Please welcome to the show, Nelson Holland, everybody. Yay! Hi, Nelson.
Hi, nice to meet you, Kathie.
I'm so glad you're here on the couch. Thank you very much. Usually you're up in the trails, so it's nice that you're here.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, so you are a big man, and you're proud to say, you know, I'm black, I'm big, and I get out in those trails. That's your thing. That's why you're here today, is because you are exploring Colorado in ways that I've never even seen. And I'm so happy about that. But you're not a Colorado kid. You came from Long Island.
Yeah, born and raised. Actually, I was born in Brooklyn, but I lived on Long Island for like half my life.
Okay, yeah. So then growing up in Long Island, you don't see too many mountains and stuff, maybe, unless you head upstate. But, who's that?
Oh, that's my dad. You know, he actually went on some Cub Scout trips with me that I totally forgot about. We talk about that sometimes. But I guess in a way he kind of planted the seeds for me to come out here and do what I'm doing now.
And be in the outdoors and stuff? Oh my gosh, is that you too?
Yeah, that's a baby picture. I'm not even sure what's going on there, but...
Are those pajamas or are you in karate mode?
One of those two. I just know it's one of my mom's favorite and I love the smile.
Oh, I do too. Is this you and your siblings?
Yeah, it's my brother James and my sister Tiffany. It's funny, they're 23 and 21 now, and that's kind of how I look at them still.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Now this is probably how they still look at you.
Yeah, maybe. That was my college days. I played college football at Maritime College for a year, and yeah, sometimes I think that's kind of what gives me the mental fortitude to get up these mountains.
Oh yeah, for sure. What position did you play?
D-tackle.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, okay, so D-tackle, that's... You're a very tough man.
You know, some people might say that.
Yeah, some people might say that. So when you were in Long Island, Hurricane Sandy came through. You were actually, you survived Hurricane Sandy, right?
I did. I was actually living in Far Rockaway at that time, going to school in Brooklyn College, and I was living with my grandfather at the time, and he passed away like a week after the hurricane. So it was just like a really kind of sensitive time in my life. But after that, I kind of just decided that I needed a change, and that kind of led to my new experiences out here. So
had you thought, I mean, growing up in Long Island or being in Brooklyn, did you ever thought, like, Colorado seems like a great place? I mean, a lot of my relatives in New York think that we wear cowboy hats all day out here. So what made you think about Colorado?
I'm not going to lie, Colorado, I thought that when I came out here.
See,
just thought it was all mountains and cowboys.
Right, and everybody rides a horse.
I had a really good friend that went to CU Boulder, and I never visited him out here, but he always told me, like, you're going to love it. You should go out there. So I was working at FedEx after all that stuff happened with my grandpa and Hurricane Sandy, and yeah, I just decided, you know, I needed to move out of New York, and FedEx, you can transfer anywhere. Kind of honestly threw a dart at the board, just knew Colorado was supposed to be beautiful and friendly. And
you did it.
As soon as I got off the plane, I fell in love. I mean, like, coming in and seeing the Rocky Mountains, I'd never seen anything like that in my life. I think I came probably early July, so there was still some snow on the top of the peaks. And
yeah, it's beautiful.
It just blew my mind.
Yeah, and then you had to get into it.
Yeah.
So, okay, everybody, when we come back, we're just getting started with Nelson's story. When we come back, we're going to find out about how hiking has become his passion. We'll be back. Kathie J. Oakwood Homes is an official partner of the Kathie J Show. Oakwood Homes, building happiness. Kathie J.
I did it. I did it.
You did it! You did it! All right, welcome back to the Kathie J Show, everybody. That's video from one of many of Nelson Holland's hikes. He's an avid hiker and social media influencer on a mission to make the outdoors a lot more inclusive. Nelson, You did it. That's the incline, right?
That was the Manitou incline.
I haven't even done it. I haven't even driven there because I know I can't do it.
Well, let me first say that it's worth the drive. I really do love the town of Manitou. It's cool, and they're really inclusive up there too. So if you're struggling, they'll give you the push that you need to get there. But I really want to say, for anybody that does it, you got to do it for sunrise. It's one of the most amazing sunrises in the world.
Okay, all right. So that means I got to be up there at like 5.
If you're willing to make the drive. But
Why?
you get the city lights, and then the sun comes up, and you see Garden of the Gods back there. It's perfect.
Okay, growing up in Long Island, were you always the kid that sat out in the backyard? I mean, did you always just feel this, like love for the outdoors?
I think about that a lot. I feel like as kids, we're kind of all even obsessed with Animal Planet and the Discovery Channel. Like, we all like that. Somewhere in New York around the ages of preteen and teenager, you just lose that and get caught up in, New York things. But yeah, once I saw the herd of bison out here, not too far from here, at the Rocky Mountain Arsenal, it just kind of brought that third grader back in me to where I was like, oh my God, I didn't know you could just see wildlife roaming around.
Oh yeah, no, it's amazing. Oh, where are you right here?
Oh, that was Mount Beardstadt just about a month ago. I did that with the AVID class from George Washington 2023. Shout out to them.
Yes.
They all made it above 13,000 feet, and most of the kids even finished the hike. And yeah, I'm just so proud of them and amazed that I even got to do it.
Oh yeah. I want to talk about those kids. We'll get to them a little later, but real fast, I want to get back to you. So when you come out here, you're a bigger guy. And you're like, I'm going to get up there and do this, because that's what prevents me from going up there. I mean, plus I've broken both ankles, so I really can't be trusted on flat ground. So, but I mean, and it's a higher elevation. I mean, you had to get acclimated to being on all these trails, right?
Right. Yeah, I like to say you can kind of take baby steps. So when I first got out here, I was doing kind of 2-mile lake walks, no elevation gain. Eventually you kind of make it to the Morrison Golden area and add a little bit of elevation gain, do something like Mount Falcon, right? So you're starting to really get into mountain hiking, but nothing too crazy yet. And head on up to Boulder, and yeah, before you know it, you can be hiking in the national park and on top of these 14,000-foot mountains.
Out of a week, out of 7 days, how many days are you going out into going somewhere to watch the sunset or going on a hike?
Well, if you say hiking, I would say 2 minimum. If you add sunsets in there, I mean 5 times a week.
Yeah. Like if you follow him on social media, everybody, like Nelson, you'll be like, took 45 minutes just to get here for the best sunset ever. And I thought I was going to be alone, but nope. And then you're right there with a deer. Like you're having the coolest experiences 45 minutes away from downtown Denver.
I really think here, specifically in the Denver area, sunrise and sunset is just like the golden hour. It's magical.
It is.
All the wildlife is out. Today I took a hike for sunrise and there were hummingbirds buzzing right around me.
Yeah.
If you go out for sunrise or sunset here, you can really see some of the most amazing things in the world.
Everybody out there singing that song, sunrise, sunset.
It's a good one.
All right, so when we come back, everybody, I want to talk to you a little bit more about how people treat you on the trails and your go-tos when you're on the trails, because I need to know all this when we come back.
Sounds good.
Kathie J. The Colorado Lottery is an official partner of the Kathie J Show. Colorado Lottery, play on. Bye! I was dying to do that. Welcome back to the Kathie J Show, everybody. This half hour, I'm hanging out with Nelson Holland, everybody. He's the man behind the very popular social media channels of Fat, Black, and Getting It. Nelson's here, yay! All right, Nelson, so you mentioned all these trails right before commercial break, and I was sitting here like, how do you know all this? So where do you find your trails? Is there an app you use? Where do you go to?
Definitely like all trails, just for like global trails. Colorado has its own specific app, CodeTrex, which I hear is really good. And then, yeah, Google, people don't use Google enough.
No.
Google will tell you about as much as I will.
Yeah, right. That's pretty good. And so you've also, when you've been up there walking around stuff, you have had some of the best experiences with wildlife, from bald eagles to beavers to moose. I mean, you're seeing moose in ways that no one has ever seen. Tell us what that is for you. What that's like.
Well, yeah, wildlife is kind of what takes me out, gets me out to nature. I met a friend through Facebook a few years ago. He's born and raised in Boulder. He worked with the Colorado Parks and Wildlife for 30 years, and he's a specialist with moose. Got to know him, and he kind of took me to some of his special spots and taught me how to respect the animals, but get as close as I'd like to, which is legal.
Yeah, right.
And yeah, it's just amazing because those animals come out a lot during sunset. So like, I usually show the moose, but there's a pretty awesome sunset down there too.
Yeah, no, you have great video. Where are you right now? Why would you choose to do this?
This is actually one of my favorite hikes. I wanted to,
of course it is,
inspire that avid class because they were getting up to elevations like these. But this is Mount Snicktu right out the top of Loveland Pass, and that's definitely one of my favorite trails. You get up to 13,000 feet and only about a mile and a half. So it's something that a lot of people can do, and it's one of the most beautiful views I've ever seen.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome. So you're not scared of heights at all? Never have been?
You know what? I kind of am. I don't like to get too close to the cliff.
Okay.
But like, yeah, I feel like I'm still on ground while I'm on a mountain peak, right?
Yeah.
So it's not too bad.
I don't know. That's crazy. Okay, so how has it affected you being a bigger man going up hiking?
Well, obviously, physically, it's pretty tough. And then mentally, sometimes I'm not sure whether it's plus size or my skin color, but I do get looks from people on trail or just people expecting that I have no idea what I'm doing or where I'm going, and I shouldn't be in this area doing this trail, and I started too late or don't have enough gear.
So you do feel like there's judgment from other hikers when you're on the trail?
I mean, it's like, if you're a plus size person or you're a person of color, that's not even a conversation. Like, we know it, we see it, it's really easy. It's really often that somebody gives a wave to the white couple in front of me and then just like doesn't look my way.
Gotcha, okay. All right, which that sucks and that's stupid, okay, but you're trying to change all that. That's the whole reason why you took that AVID class up there. You wanted more people of color to say, we can do this. And so tell everybody about the AVID class.
They're an amazing class. Their teacher, Narissa Stahl, reached out to me. AVID 2023 is a class of mostly Black, Indigenous, and people of color women specifically. They wanted to close the adventure gap after reading a book with the same title by James Edward Mills, which, funny side note story, I got to meet him at OR earlier in the year.
Cool.
So yeah, it all came kind of full circle for me. And when she reached out to me telling me their goal, like, I just wanted to be a part of it. It was all them and her.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to get them some views and expose them to people. I'm glad I did. We got them some fundraising and some gear. And yeah, really, it was just awesome hanging out with these ladies.
It was awesome watching the video of them because they were all like, one girl, she was like, I'm an athlete and this trail is kicking my butt. Like, you know, like the things you took them on and the places you stopped at. I mean, did you feel that I mean, obviously I know it's going to stay with them, but did you see it happening right when you were with them, that this was changing them? It
was like one of the most amazing things ever to see teenage students fall into nature lovers, like in front of my eyes. I'll never forget those experiences, and I'll say it again on TV, ladies, you inspire me every day.
You could say it one more time if you wanted to.
They really do. This class of women, I mean, some of them specifically, the whole class though, it was amazing to see them push themselves and just fall in love with it.
Oh, no, and that's exactly what I saw through your videos. And I love watching your social media. When did you realize that was going to be so important to this new journey you were on? Literally, this new journey you're on.
Literally sometime in the last year. It's kind of interesting the way that I got into this space. I just wanted to show people nature. Like, I have friends in New York that have never seen the herd of 200 bison that we have 15 minutes away from Denver.
Yeah, so right there on Lookout Mountain.
I just wanted to show them that. And yeah, just one day I turned the camera on me and did like a silly little dance trend, and it just turned into something completely different. But as I saw more people of color and plus size people kind of following me and talking to me and inspiring me and being inspired by me, I knew it was something that I needed to tap into more for the whole community. Yeah,
you really do. And the fact that you, like, I love the videos. I love that you give suggestions. You could go this way or this way. I love just everything that you are doing in your social media. So everybody, please follow him because it's great. It's big, black, and getting it.
Fat, black, and getting it.
Fat, black, and getting it. I'm a girl. We never use the fat word. It's big. It's thick and sexy.
I'm taking it back.
Thick and sexy. What are the 3 things that you don't leave home with when you go on your trail?
Don't leave home without. Gotta have some water, right? Lately, I'll add a good pair of hiking shoes or boots. When I first started, I was hiking in Jordans, and that is a horrible idea. Go get yourself the right pair of shoes.
That's why you got looks. I just want to throw that out. You might have gotten looks for Jordans.
That's part of it. I would say if you're plus size, definitely get some hiking poles. It makes a big difference.
I was going to ask you about those hiking poles. You use them even in, like, you don't need snow. You'll use them just in trails.
Yeah.
Because I should probably have hiking poles, right?
I definitely think almost anybody should. I know a lot of people that are straight sized and they like them too. It just helps to take a lot of that stress off the knees. And if you've done anything like a 14er, coming down, it's really steep. So they definitely help.
Okay. Speaking of coming down from a 14er. Okay, so he has a video of you in the Avid Club walking up, I think it was, and then you're like coming down. Now it's the time to come down. And you jumped in some snow and just slid right down. I was like, I think going down seems a lot easier.
Yeah, I mean, you can only do that for that short stretch, and then I had to pull myself up in the snow and walk down. I think it's like 4 miles, that trail, and
oh my gosh,
almost 3,000 feet of elevation gain. But you got to have fun while you're doing it, right? So while I'm sliding down that hill, I'm looking at all these 14ers in the background, and there's some marmots around and everything.
Oh no, it's awesome. It's awesome, and it takes your stress level way down, everybody.
Oh yeah.
When we come back, we got more to cover with Nelson in a few minutes. We'll be right here. Back. Kathie J. Ramos Law is an official partner of the Kathie J Show. He's a medical doctor and a lawyer. Ramos Law. What makes us different makes us better. Kathie J. Welcome back, everybody, to the Kathie J Show. We're hanging out today with Nelson Holland, hiker extraordinaire, social media influencer, and advocate for you to get on those trails. So, Nelson, thanks for being here. Fat, Black, and Getting It, everybody, is his handle, so you can follow him. There's so much to love about nature. What do you love the most about it?
Like I said, wildlife always brings me out there, the views, but like the serenity is something that you really can't explain to people unless they've been out there. Kind of like the stillness, but also the sounds of the birds. It's really relaxing, decreases your stress level. It's an amazing workout. Like, I like it way better than running a track for football or anything like that.
For sure.
There's just so much to like about it. I really would not, there's nothing I'd rather do.
What do you say in your head? Is there something that you say in your head to keep you going up these high elevations and stuff? I mean, you don't listen to music?
No, I like listening to the sounds of the trail.
Okay.
And I would say that, you got headphones and you might not hear that bear coming, so maybe be careful.
We definitely don't agree with that as well. But so in your head, I mean, do you find yourself singing songs? Like, what do you do
every once in a while? Depends on what I was listening to. No, I try to just live in the moment. Now, nature has become kind of like, I like to say she's my cheapest therapist.
Yeah.
So I do like kind of reflect on problems and issues that I'm having and try and get back to like where I'm grounded and everything. But yeah, I try to stay in the moment and really focus on what's going on. When I was hiking with Ryan for that Colorado Matters interview, I saw like an eagle and a turkey that they didn't see just because I try to be really present in this space.
And things are hidden everywhere.
Yeah.
And if you're right, that's totally awesome. So what's your tip for beginners like me?
I'd say start slow. Number one, especially in Colorado in the summer, know the weather report and where you're going.
Yes.
Check out all trails or co-treks to know what the trail looks like and make sure it's not muddy or closed. But yeah, bring some water. Start with a beginner trail if you've never done anything like that before.
Yeah.
I really used to like my lake walks, and I still do. And don't be afraid to get out there. Bring a buddy if you feel you need that.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I liked the one trail you said where I can drive to the top and then walk 130 feet. Which one's that?
That is Mount Evans, and it is one of the most, I said that a lot, but one of the most beautiful things that exists in this world, I think.
Yeah, and you know what? I think when we're going over Mount Evans, we just are trying to go over fast to get to our destination. So the way you introduced it to me, I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. Okay, so what is your favorite trail?
Mount Evans is up there, Mount Snicktu is up there. I like a lot of the ones in the national park. I'll give one for the beginners. Go all the way to the west side of the national park. There's Adams Falls. It's like a 40-foot drop, amazing falls. You can see moose right there. You go past the falls and there's a little pool of water that you can get into, but it's only a 1/4 mile hike, so it's really great for like every type of beginner. Anybody
I love
can
that.
do that hike.
What's the name of that one?
Adam Falls.
Adam Falls. Okay, we got that one. Okay, so one more last moment for you. Why is this important for you to tell all of us to get out there?
I think it's important for so many reasons. Kind of in a conservation side of things, I think the more people that we have out in these spaces that understand the value of them, we can get to a place where we're really starting to undo all the harm that we as humans have done for the last few years. And then just in terms of kind of, I don't know, race relations, you might call it. I think if we're all sharing this space together with a commonality, like a lot of the issues that we have today will go away.
That would be nice. Nelson Holland, everybody. You can find him at Fat Black and Getting It. Thank you so much, Nelson.